Good morning everyone, it's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And even though she's not totally done yet, I figured we could take a look at the new free-to-play protector Eren, because for this specific meta, it looks like she'll actually be pretty decent if you don't have MJURRAN. So she essentially is just half of what MJURRAN does, right? So she gives the 30% damage increase against Dark with Gods of Destiny, and then her skill causes only green orbs to generate the follow-up attacks. So previously it was any orb, and with Eren it is only greens. And then she also doesn't give crits for magic units, and then she buffs your skill point increase by up to 50% if you have her done, which she's very, very close. It doesn't really matter though, we're only missing, what, 2%, so I'm not entirely worried about that. So, I mean, this is the first time that we've gotten a free-to-play protector unit that is almost mirrored to the summonable one with just slightly worse things. Because, you know, Chloe and Dino and who was the other one? Chloe, Dino, and who was the other one? Nope, that's not what I want to do. I totally forget. Chloe, Dino, and Soe. They were all pretty meh. They're pretty meh. Like they could work. They kind of stacked, but they kind of didn't at the same time. This is the first time we've actually gotten like the unit with like the actual cool conditional thing, which is the follow-up. So this is the team we're going to use. We're going to go into EX3, or maybe Inferno 1. I think it's Inferno 1, actually. Yeah, it's Inferno 1, with the meta team, but we've substituted the Hero 2 for the Hero 1 to give us the crits for Shuna. I mean, in theory, it should work. We've got Green Orb Changer, we've got the God of Green Orbs for the next turn. We'll see how it goes. And we'll see if we can actually, you know, put up some decent damage to where if you have this team and you just got really unlucky and didn't get MJURRAN and don't want to get a 300 pity, you might have an option. Alright, let's try this again. We've been at this for a little bit. I did some testing runs off camera just to see how it would go. And if I get lucky, it does work. But only being restricted to green orbs really does hurt a lot, because it doesn't count ults either, so you're not going to get any of that big-time follow-up damage from having a nice ult from Shuna. You're just going to have that and then whatever green orbs you happen to have. So it does limit her quite a bit. Alright, let's see, what can we do here? What can we do here? So we could get a full hand of greens here. So that's 25, so that's 60, 70 points. We could do this. Get a whole hand of green, get our gauges, you know, up and running. We'll get you in here for the steal, and then this orb change. Alright, and then we'll get Trya out for Shuna. And here we go, there's a full hand of greens. Will this get us another Eren? It does. So let's actually use Eren now to get this follow-up and kind of get a look at what we can do without any of the major buffs going on and just our raw power. And it does get us an ult with Shuna and Sokka, so I mean, that's cool. We'll see if we can actually use that next turn. So 17k on that final hit, so 36, 4,000, 8,300. It's not terrible damage, you know, per se, but it's not also not the greatest damage in the world. Okay, what do we want to do here? I don't really want to use the light buff and crit buff because we don't have the crits, because she's not giving it to us and the hero is in the back right now. So we could use both of these and buff our damage here, and then we could just steal and make it a whole hand, even though two of them are nerfed. But I think we'll do that. So we'll do this and we'll do that, and then we'll steal, and we'll give it all to Shuna, and we'll see what she can do with almost maximum power. Get more Eren, so the green that we do have will get us extra. We'll send Sokka first to lower the defense, then send Shuna, then send these, and then we'll send the green ult last with its 200% buff, and we'll get the maximum follow-up, and the only follow-up really. So 34k, Shuna does 87.3 with a Pierce. And then the 200% Orb does 39k. Alright. So 19k. And that's not a terrible hand, I guess. Let's get Shuna out of here again. And then we'll try and build back up to max points where we can use the hero and Shuna's buff together. So I think what that leaves us is we're going to do this. We're going to send these. Pray that we get a natural green hand. And it worked out. Nice. Worked out very, very well. Okay, so now we should have enough to do this and guarantee that we get the rewind. But the green buff has worn off, which is not going to give us too much gauge right here, but we'll get points at least. And then we can take Rain out for Shuna, which will get her ult anyways. And then next turn we can kind of let loose. Yeah. Well, 55 plus 7, okay. We might not have enough. Might need to wait a little bit longer to use the crit and the attack buff, because it's 50, 60, 70, at 80 points that we gotta use. Alright, there's the rewind. Okay. But, but we can do this at least, because this one lasts for 2 turns, right? And then, how many points do we get back, actually? So let's use this. Do we get back up to... Well, we can use Eren, actually, so we're going to guarantee. So you know what? Let's use the attack buff again, just to get her a little bit extra power. We'll use Eren. This will give us a lot of skill points back. And then next turn, we should have enough to use everything from Shuna, because she'll already have her light and crit damage. So 18k, fairly good right there. All right, we're at half HP now, 7,000, 9,000, 19,000. All right, full hand of green. We've got an EX ult for her, so this will look fairly good. So crit and the light buff is still active. And then I guess technically we can take the hero out now for Rain, and then use the magic buff, and then that'll really hurt. Or we can use the green buff. What would we like to? I think we'll use the magic buff. We'll go for damage. So this is 20% and the 20% down. We'll see. Follow-ups on these greens will maybe hurt a little bit. We have the one Shuna orb, but all these, Soko will have the crit and the magic buff. Rain will just have the magic buff. So let's send the EX ult. We'll send Rain. We'll send Soko. Then we'll send Shuna with her massive buffs going on. Shuna does 235. Okay. 7,000, 15,000. Do we kill here, actually? Ooh, 83. I don't think we kill, but we're going to get close. Yeah, 41k right there. We have 2 ults. We're binded in except for Shuna, but that's okay. I think we're going to be fine. So let's use the attack buff, and I think we can clear it. Because we've got the AoE ult lowering his defense and then the single target. And yeah, I think we're going to be good. So okay, that's Inferno 1 right there. Can it take on Inferno 2 and 3? I don't really know. I mean, we're barely killing before turn 8, where he gets all of his defense and resistance and all that. So maybe this team, as it's set up right now, is capped out at Inferno 1. But it can definitely, if it can do Inferno 1, it can do EX3, and you can at least get all of the Triad dupes. And then maybe you could parallel process Inferno 1 after you clear it. But this is, again, assuming you have Rain, Shuna, and Sokka. So there's a bit of wiggle room right there, right? On your luck. But let's move on. I think we just need to show one more team. Another green-focused team. Let's show an old team. I'm going to Conquest with her. This will be funny. Never mind, we're not going to go into Conquest. We're going to go into the Light Tempered Edge, because Xion is on God's Destiny, right? And we are going to fight a dark character, so we'll get the extra 30% buff. This is another quote-unquote green-focused team. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 orb changers. We're bringing Raphael because he's going to give Pierce to Xion, and he can also give us the ult resistance down, which I figured would be more useful than bringing Water Alice for the orb change we've got covered with Isis already, and then the water resistance down with the Pierce, which wouldn't help anybody on this team. So we'll see how it goes, because this is not a set starting hand. Alright, I guess we can try and run with this. We'll just bring Xion in for Raphael. We'll send the one orange, and then next turn we'll use the blue orb change with Isis since we're getting another green. Yeah. Gotta make do with what we have, right? So, realistically, this team might work. Might have to get a little bit lucky, but, you know, it is what it is. So, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That does get us Eren. We have no way to guarantee that we get more green orbs, though, because it's not Shizu. We don't have, you know, Traya here. We don't have any other triple orb changer kind of going on. Hilarious. Thank you very much for that. I think we just do this. We'll get a Xion ult and we can send her away. Is there... No, because Shizu changes oranges. Normally I would have, what, the hero and maybe Shinsha here, and we could do that. Oh well. Well, I mean, we could do this and we could just forego it. I mean, we really want to use skill points here, right? That's the whole thing. So let's just, you know, build up Xion as much as possible. We'll get Isis out of here. For Shizu, and then we can use her attack buff, and that's just, you know, another skill to stack up. This is turn 3, so this is pretty much where we're going to be capped at as far as Pierce power. But Xion is skill fused, so we are just starting out at a higher amount of Pierce. So 98 points back from that. We do have an ult for her, so we can launch that next turn and use both Raphael's Pierce and ult resistance down plus Xion's actual buff. And can you stop countering me? 24, 23, 62... Alright, fairly good damage. Alright, cool, thank you very much for that. And we got, okay, quite a bit of Xion orbs. That can work out though, so let's get you out of here, because we won't have enough to use anything else, right? So 55 plus 25, so that's another 80 points right there. Yeah, we don't have enough. So we'll just do this. We'll use... I mean, we're going to do extra damage because this is also the ult resistance down skill, right? But... we don't even have an orange. Alright, cool. So we're going to murderize this, this Xion with this ult right here. And then... I don't really think we need to use Eren. We'll just send these 3 Xions, and we'll leave this blue, I guess. So we'll do this, and then we'll follow up. If she happens to survive this ult, she's not going to live the normals, and if she's dead, then the normals will go to Shinsha, so that'll work out. So Xion does 149k right there. Okay, we only get one. Well, actually, we don't get any follow-ups because we didn't use anything. So there's a heal. Do we have enough to use the orb change and something else? No, we do not. Unfortunate. So let's go ahead and send these blues, and then maybe we can use like Xion and Rimuru's orb change next turn. Perfect, perfect, because then we can use Eren as well. So 1 and 2. Cool beans. Oh, we have this blue. I didn't see this blue. Damn it. Damn it. Why couldn't it have been this orange? Alright, well, we'll hold it, and then we'll use Shizu's orange change. Or we'll get an ult. No, I kind of want to get all of it, so let's do, actually nothing. Just get you out of here. We'll bring in that orange, and then we'll use this, change that, and then we'll get some follow-ups here. I know it's not the best kind of follow-up because none of them are Xions, but hey, gotta take what you got. And I wonder how much damage we're actually going to do here. So, 22, because she's got guard, so we're going to do even less now. Alright, guard 46. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, we got a Rimuru ult and a few Rimuru orbs. So we do have a full actual send here. So we can get you out. Yeah, you out of here. And then we got 100 points, so we could just bring Raphael in again. And we can forego the Pierce power. And we'll just use the ult resistance down. And we'll Pierce anyways. So, and we'll get one follow-up orb from Rimuru, I guess, for funsies. And maybe we kill here. I don't actually know if we kill. But, I mean, we'll find out. So, Rimuru does 31k. Not great. Xion does 58k. Okay, we killed. Alright, cool. Alright, we didn't even get to the green follow-up. But, there we go. I think we can end it. Obviously, she's a free-to-play protector. She can get people started. You know, if you have a green-focused team, but she is still heavily limited in her viability because it's only for one orb, it's only for one turn, you don't get the crits like Miran does, so you have to bring a unit to give you crits if you're trying to use Shuna. You know, obviously she is still a 4-star free-to-play protector, so she's not going to change the world, but she is at least, you know, half Miran, you know, half as viable, half as useful, but still can be efficient if you have the battle units to set up with. And if you don't, then she's probably not going to be the best thing in the world anyways. But, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of free-to-play Eren. Do you like that she is essentially the same unit as Miran, just a little bit worse? Or would you prefer her to be kind of like the other free-to-play protectors have been, where it's kind of, but not really? Would you rather her just be like a stacking green protector or something like that? Let me know in the comments below, but that's it from me. Take it easy, and I'll see you all later.